to the United States now, where elections have been held in several states and cities. It's the first major round of voting since the presidential election a year ago. Here was the scene in New York.
Given his massive lead in the polls, there was an air of inevitability to it. Bill De Blasio will be the next mayor of New York, the first Democrat to take the city's top job in 20 years.
The challenges we face have been decades in the making, and the problems we set out to address will not be solved overnight. But make no mistake, the people of this city have chosen a progressive path.
Mr. Blasio, a progressive liberal leader, also won with a very overwhelming victory in New York. It's interesting because he wasn't even a front runner in the Democratic primary, but voters really resonated with his message that there needed to be a change in New York City, that New York was what he said, a tale of two cities, one for the have and one for the have-nots. And so he really campaigned on a promise to people to increase taxes on the wealthy, to fund things like early childhood and after-school programs for low-income families, to provide more affordable housing in the city for people who are really seeing themselves priced out of their own neighborhoods. And so Bill De Blasio will certainly pose a stark contrast to Mayor Michael Bloomberg, who has served for 12 years on a really pro-business platform and has really fought hard against any increase in taxes or anything that he thought might hurt the economic recovery.
In New Jersey, the man tipped to be a possible Republican presidential candidate in 2016, Chris Christie, was easily re-elected as governor. Already a popular figure after his handling of the crisis after Superstorm Sandy, Christie sought a broad political appeal, distancing himself from the extremes of the conservative Tea Party movement.
Welcome to New Jersey. People ask me for hugs to comfort them. People ask me for hugs to make sure I wouldn't forget them. People ask me for hugs just to know that the leader of this state cared about them. And people came up to me all the time in the aftermath and said to me, "Governor, where did you get the energy? Where did you get the energy day after day after day to do that?" And I told them, "You don't understand, do you? Those hugs gave more to me than I could ever give back to them. They gave me hope and faith and optimism for our future."
And in the Virginia governor's race, Democrat Terry McAuliffe defeated his Republican rival Ken Cuccinelli in a very close contest. McAuliffe is a longtime friend of Bill and Hillary Clinton and was expected to win easily.